How to build a medieval lumber mill in Minecraft. Now this covers piles of logs that you might have around this area, the hut itself, and also the saw, so you can cut some planks out of the logs. Let's get straight into it. Right, so you can see we're building up the lumber mill, so this is going to be the shed. So we're just going to be building the roof like this. So you want actually the pillars, the back ones need to be 3 blocks high, the front ones need to be 4 blocks high, and there needs to be a 4 block gap between the pillars lengthwise, and widthwise it needs to be 3. Now you can see we've got overhang of the roof, so we're just going to continue that, and it's 2 slabs thick. Right, so you can now see we've finished that mostly. Now we're going to actually work on the saw. So you want to use a stone cutter, and then you want to use a spruce slab and some spruce trapdoors to make it a bit safer. Now we're going to add some logs. So what you want to do is vary each of them in length. Then you want to put some rails on top of them, and you want them in this sort of style. This will make it look incredibly nice. The rails are supposed to be sort of ropes holding it down. Now if we go over there again, perfect. So now we're going to be building a hut to store the planks that we make. So yeah, this is just the storage area. So now we're going to put down some stripped, mix in some spruce planks, and then put a layer of stairs. That's what we're doing. So we're mixing in a bit of spruce, not too much. Well, I mean, you can do as much as you like. Just going to build that up again. And then we do a slab there for the doorway. So you want those pillars, you want them 5 blocks tall, I think. Anyway, so we're now building the roof, and that is what you want. You want to have a sort of circular thing there. So now we're going inside. So we're just going to do some storage like that. Mix in stripped logs, slabs, and some trapdoors, spruce trapdoors, or whatever log you're actually doing, because of course you could be doing a different type of wood, because it might be in a different area. You don't have to do spruce, so I think this looks incredibly cool, the spruce. So now we're going to just change some of the stairs to be the other way up, as that makes it look a bit coarse and a bit worse for wear. And then we're going to add some trapdoors. It just makes it look like it's been built out of the scraps they've had left over. Now, that is pretty much done. You just want to do a few more trapdoors if you haven't, and then you need to do some dark oak pressure plates on top of the pillars. And then we want to have some trapdoors there, as well as trapdoors around the bottom of the pillars on the main hut. Now, I think we'd better do the path. So, we're going to just mix in some coarse dirt and some dirt path until we get all the way to another path. Of course, this one's actually a village path, but you could do it to your village path if you have one. As you can see here, we've got one going around there, so it would link onto that. So let's do the review. Right, so I think this build is finished. I'm not sure what you could add to it. I guess you could do more variation if you wanted to. Maybe add some signs in there. Signs would probably work quite nicely. Just to do a bit of that, maybe a bit of that. That's the thing. You can do more variation if you want. So yeah, we just go around the side like this. I think, yeah, this is definitely a good addition. But yeah, there's lots of other things you can do, of course. Maybe even adding some pressure plates lying down the ground if you really wanted to make it seem like it's a bit chipped. I don't know. you could actually. I'm not really sure why you do that. I'm not sure it looks that good. But yeah, the signs is the basic thing you want to do around the outside. just do it on several, and that would probably be enough. Yeah, that adds some more variation. Now, with this hut, you might want to actually put some dark oak signs on the pillars, just a bit like that, just to make it seem like it's not it's not that stable. You can do that sort of effect, like that. Yeah, that sort of gives us a nice impression. We'll do that as well. Now, of course, you can vary this by using different types of logs. Of course, you could do several different types of logs in a certain pile. So if we're doing it in here, for example, I could probably, well, if I did it here, I'd have a pile maybe of some birch, some spruce, and some oak all together. That is one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Have you ever seen something like that before? A tree growing through a tree? Well, I haven't. That's very strange. Anyway, enough looking at strange trees. Not really much more you could do to change this. Of course, the path can be a bit different depending on your surroundings. But of course, this needs to go on the outside of the village because you wouldn't have this in the centre. So, I'll leave you with this you can vary this quite nicely, and I think it looks quite nice. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye.